Hello, hello. This is how to do a sumo squat. Now, a sumo squat is like a normal squat, except instead of having your legs kind of underneath your hips, you now have your feet quite a bit wider, so you have a squat happening in a much wider stance. Now, if you have knees that tend to be a little bit cranky, this can actually be a really nice variation. And while we're learning, we're going to be using a box, or if you're at home, a chair or a bench or a coffee table or what have you. Your box might be a little bit higher than mine. In fact, I think we're actually going to start a little bit higher while we test this out. So, when you're doing your squats, when you're doing your sumo squats, I should say, we want to start by thinking about this as being just a normal squat. So what you'll do is you'll get your box set up like you normally do when you're doing box squats. And all you're going to do is just find that placement of your squat, take a couple, see how it feels. Make sure your knees are on board, all of that jazz. Then, once you have your stance here, then we'll go into your sumo. Now, it's not a huge difference. You're just going to take one foot, step it out, other foot, step it out, and angle your toes out a little bit more so that they're going out to a 45. That's going to be your base. Another way to find this is where you jump when you're doing jumping jacks and your toes angle out. For those of y'all who can't jump though, don't worry about that, because taking that normal stance, step out, is also a great way to find it. Then from here, we do a squat. We know how to do squats. Brace your core, tuck your tailbone under you just a little bit, hinge your hips back, drop it down until you touch, and then come back up. Again, hinge back, squat down. From the side, that looks like, find your normal squat stance, step, tuck and brace, hinge your hips back, drop down, come back up. You're welcome to add a kettlebell or a dumbbell while you do this. Once you're ready to start adding a little bit of extra resistance, that's an awesome way to add to this. And you can also lower the height of your step. So if you're doing this at home, finding something that's a little bit lower than what you were doing before, or if you have an adjustable step like this, you would take a step out, find your sumo stance, squat down, touch, that feels good. Another one comes out, find your stance, squat down, touch. And basically you do that until you find the height that's right for you. Remember, you don't get any extra points for suffering, so take this to a height that you can control. Focus on your form. If you have any pains or weirdnesses, that's an indication that you need to change your approach and not stop doing things entirely. So let me know how it goes, and I'll talk to you soon.